The Golden State Warriors have won 15 games in a row. They are off to a scorching start under new head coach Steve Kerr, and a lot of that has to do with that man right there, Steph Curry. Anthony Davis, dressed in warm-ups there, he would not play. He had a chest contusion. Steph Curry would play, and he was on fire. 6 of 10 from distance in the game. He had 13 points in the opening quarter, just torching the Pelicans D, but Pelicans came back. That's Luke Babbitt with a three. Watch Golden State, though. The inbounds. This is old Los Angeles Laker ball right there. Big pass from Draymond Green all the way down to Andre Iguodala. Showtime in Northern California. How about Klay Thompson? Up and over Babbitt here. He had 29 points on the game. Golden State up 54-46. Into the second half we go, and Drew Holiday. This is some nice moves here on Draymond Green. Then gets inside and up and over Festus Ezeli. 30 points on the game for Holiday. Then Tyreke Evans misses the layup, but he would strip the ball from Maurice Spates and lay it back in. The Pelicans up 83-82. The streak's in jeopardy. To the fourth quarter we go, and Tyreke Evans pushing the lead out. You see New Orleans up by 4, make it 6 there. And then Evans pulling up for a three. The lead is 8 with 5 minutes to go in the game. The Pelicans have the Warriors on the ropes. But Steph Curry, watch the pass, beautifully done to Klay Thompson. That cuts it down to 6. Then it's Andre Iguodala in the corner for 3. The lead suddenly at 1 with 3:12 to go. Iguodala contributed big here. 20 points on the game. Game would be tied on the line, under 15 seconds left now. Golden State looking to go up. They go to Klay Thompson. A good look, but not a good result. So the Pelicans with a chance to end this streak. They get it to Tyreke Evans. This is an impossible one-footed shot. And yeah, the impossible doesn't come true. In OT, the Warriors just take off. Steph Curry, mid-range jump shot, that's money. Then Draymond Green takes it to the basket, layup and the foul. Finally, Steph Curry pulling up from deep, and look at the release. So quick. Buries the triple. He had 34 points on the game. Golden State has won 16 games in a row. They win this one by 6. Your final score, 128-122. Derrick Rose's 31 points against Portland Friday was his highest scoring total since March of 2012 tonight. D. Rose and the Bulls are taking on the Miami Heat, playing without Chris Bosh, who's out of action tonight with a strained calf. So the Heat leaning on Dwayne Wade, and they've done that before, and he's done that before. Part of a 13-1 Miami run. They're up 13-11 at that point. D. Wade 7 of 18 from the field. Later, Chicago turning the ball over. Mario Chalmers gets the steal. We go the other way. Mario Chalmers gets the bucket. Miami had 10 steals and Chicago 13 turnovers in the first half. Miami up by 3 at that point. Then Aaron Brooks gets hot, hitting the baseline floater. That caps a personal 8-0 Aaron Brooks run. In transition, Derrick Rose drives for the crafty layup. Nicely done. That's his first basket of the game, though. 35-30, Chicago in front. They led it by 7 at the break. To the third quarter, it's Jimmy Butler knocking down the J. He had 17 points on the game. Chicago up by 7. Then Taj Gibson off the Derrick Rose pass. Gibson, 15 points, 9 rebounds. The third quarter brought to you by Mike Dunleavy Jr. Knocking down a jumper there. He was 8 of 11 from the field in the game, mainly occurring in the third quarter. There's a three-pointer. How about a corner three from Mike Dunleavy Jr.? He had 22 points in the game. 19 of them came in the third quarter. Get him the ball! Mike Dunleavy Jr. knocking down the shot. Suddenly, Chicago out in front, 72-46. And the only thing to cap this off, D. Rose, a little quickness there off the Pau Gasol pass. The Bulls go down to Miami and win it by 18. Your final score, 93-75. The Washington Wizards are on fire. John Wall and company looking for their first 11-game win streak since all the way back in 2005. Tonight, they're taking on the Utah Jazz, and the Wizards, they lead the league in assists, and they're sharing early. This is John Wall kicking it out to Bradley Beal for the three. The Wizards had 6 assists In the half, Wall finds Paul Pierce for the layup. That's nicely done. Then it's John Wall to a cutting Paul Pierce. Watch Paul Pierce cut. That's how you get open. That's how you get easy baskets. And Paul Pierce, a little rise and shine there. 17-15 Washington in front. Andre Miller passes to Nene, who posterizes Rudy Gobert. You got to see this one again. Nene, 10 points off the bench, including the hammer there. Utah, though, in front, 30-28. Kevin Serafin's pass stolen by Trey Burke, who takes it all the way to the other end for the nice little reverse layup. Jazz forced 12 turnovers for 21 points in the half. Utah up 37-32. They led it by 5 at the break. Wizards defense taking over in the second half, though, after the Alec Burks miss. Wizards in transition, and there he is again, Bradley Beal. He had a game-high 22 points. Washington up 52-51. John Wall had a season-high 5 steals. Here is one of them. Stealing the ball, going the other way, taking it from Trey Burke, and nobody's going to catch John Wall. Washington up 61-56. Rasul Butler passing to Nene in the post, who makes a nice spin move and finishes with the reverse layup and the foul. Wizards outscored Utah 52-38 in the paint. Later fourth quarter, Trey Burke to Enes Kanter, who misses his first shot, but then very much in Mo Malone fashion, gets the rebound and puts it back up in. He had 10 points and 11 boards. That's a double-double. It's 87-81, but Bradley Beal finishing things off. Just such a gorgeous shot. Knocks it down there. 9 of 17 shooting overall, and the Wizards keep on winning. 11 games in a row now. The final score, 93-84. With the Los Angeles Lakers headed to Minnesota, the headline is this. Kobe Bryant, 9 points away from passing Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list. We start you off in the first, focusing on Kobe, and Kobe early on struggling. Andrew Wiggins can play some defense. The kid right there on Kobe. Kobe misses there. Then Kobe outside for 3, hand in his face. Misses that one as well. Then Kobe with a nice crossover, but that's no good either. He misses his first 3 attempts. Kobe would climb within 7 of passing MJ with 2 free throws, and then that goes down. He's 5 away from passing Michael Jordan. In transition, here is Kobe for 3. Suddenly, he's 2 points away from passing Michael Jordan. 2 points needed. Kobe goes to the basket, and he is fouled, so he goes to the line and makes both free throws. Kobe, money at the line. There is your first one. That puts the Lakers up by 5, and this is the historic one. Kobe Bryant passes Michael Jordan at that moment right there for 3rd on the all-time scoring list. He gets the game ball. His teammates celebrate with him. A classy Minnesota crowd gave him a huge ovation. And Byron Scott there to hug his star player, Kobe Bryant, as he passes the great Michael Jordan for 3rd on the all-time list. The Lakers led it by 5 at the half. The fourth quarter, less than 2 to go. Kobe loses the ball. Andrew Wiggins ahead to Gorgui Dieng, who throws that one down. Kobe obviously upset with turning the ball over there. We've got a tight game. A 3 was reduced to a 2 during the break, so it's a tie game at 94 apiece. Look at Kobe with Andrew Wiggins draped all over him. Drills a clutch three-pointer with just over a minute to go. That makes it 97-94. Kobe 26 in the game. The Lakers go on to win it by 6. Kobe there with the next superstar in the league, perhaps Andrew Wiggins. Lakers 100, Minnesota 94. As the Oklahoma City Thunder get healthy, the wins are arriving. They've won 5 straight games. Russell Westbrook coming off a 34-point performance on Friday. How would he do on Sunday? Very well, thank you very much. Driving to the basket, gets a little contact basket, and the foul. He made the free throw later. Shot out of a cannon. There goes Russell Westbrook. Nobody's getting in his way. He makes the transition layup. He had 14 in the first quarter, including 8 of 8 from the line. Later in the first quarter, perhaps one of the few scoring options in the NBA better than Russell Westbrook. There he is, Kevin Durant, 23 points in the game. Still limited minutes for Durant. Reggie Jackson, step back jumper to end the quarter, 41 points in the first. Highest scoring quarter this season for OKC. Second quarter, more of the same. Kevin Durant gets the jam. 8 of 13 from the field for those 23 points. And OKC up 50-33. Westbrook still hot late in the first half. Hits the three there. Then working in the post, Westbrook just gets right past the defender, goes up off glass. That's good. And then how about a crossover? Miles Plumlee, no hope guarding Russell Westbrook on the perimeter. He had 24 points in the first half alone. OKC scored 70 in the first half. That ties the season high for points and a half. Third quarter, how in the world does he do it? Kevin Durant from way outside, then driving, and the finger roll goes down. 79-54 at that point. Then Mitch McGary checks in, making his NBA debut. Remember, he was so good as a freshman at Michigan. He's a big, wide body inside. He took one shot. He made one shot. Your final score in this one, OKC keeps on winning. Your final one, 112-88. The New York Knicks ended their 10-game losing streak in Boston on Friday. Their reward, facing off against the top team in the Eastern Conference thus far, the Toronto Raptors. Tim Hardaway Jr. in the starting lineup with Iman Shumpert out, and Carmelo Anthony, well, he's getting his shots off. Gets up a three there. He was 4 of 9 from distance. Knicks up by 5 early on. Later, Tim Hardaway Jr. turns it over. Patrick Patterson throws the outlet to Terrence Ross, who takes flight and hammers that one home. He led Toronto with 22 points on the game. New York, though, up by 1 at the half. Turnovers becoming a theme. Both teams finished with a combined 49. Turnover on one end leads to an alley-oop to Amir Johnson. On the other, Toronto looking good on that play. They're up by 3, 62-59. Travis Ware loses the ball. Lou Williams goes the other way, but has it stolen by Shane Larkin. Knicks back the other way, and Shane Larkin, take the open three if they're going to leave you alone. He knocks it down, and we're tied at 74. The Knicks playing some good basketball. 30 seconds left. Carmelo Anthony isolated, gets a good look and drives all the way to the basket, gets the lay-in. He had 34 points on the night. We're tied at 86, 2.7 to go. Kyle Lowry, a look for the win, but some good defense by Samuel Dalembert, and we're headed into overtime. In the OT, Kyle Lowry pulling up and hitting the jumper. He had 21 points and 11 assists. Later, Kyle Lowry over to Amir Johnson, who finishes at the rim, and Toronto in OT gets the W at MSG. Your final score, 95-90. The Denver Nuggets have lost 5 of their last 6 games as the champs. The San Antonio Spurs come into town. There's Kawhi Leonard getting set for action. We start you off in the first. Spurs in transition. Tim Duncan passing to Corey Joseph for the layup there. 11-10 Spurs early. Then Aaron Aflalo drives and makes a jumper for Denver. A little mid-range game there. He was 12 of 20 from the field. Greg Popovich upset with the call, argues and gets a technical foul. Here you can see clearly not pleased at all. He wasn't pleased with his squad in their last effort against the Los Angeles Lakers. This time he's angry at the referees, but his squad will respond. There's Tim Duncan with a block. We go the other way. Corey Joseph gets a layup, so the Spurs beginning to respond. Then it's Wilson Chandler handing off to Timofey Mozgov. He's blocked inside by Kawhi Leonard. How about Danny Green stealing the entry pass? Corey Joseph goes the other way. Corey Joseph benefiting from this defense. Gets a layup there. This part of a Spurs 13-2 run. Aaron Aflalo drives. Rejected. Kawhi Leonard there for the block on that one. Spurs score 16 points on 12 Nuggets turnovers in the half. Later, Danny Green knocks down the jumper, 53-38, a 15-point lead. Kawhi Leonard blocks Wilson Chandler's shot. Ball's recovered by Timofey Mozgov, who has his shot blocked by Kawhi Leonard. Ball recovered by the Spurs on the other end. It's Kawhi Leonard. Basically Kawhi Leonard everywhere. 6 blocks, 18 points in the game. Nuggets making it close. Aaron Aflalo drives and makes the jumper. He had 31 points in the game. Later, Alonzo G off the miss gets up and hammers that one home. The Nuggets would get within 5 points, so they're hanging around. but the Spurs just too much to handle in the end. Danny Green creating a little space for Manu Ginobili, who had 15 points in the game. The Spurs go up by 8. They go on to win it by 8. Your final score in this one, 99-91.